Story name, Voices from the Sinkhole, the Louisiana haunting. In the sweltering heat of a Louisiana summer, the small town of Bayou Terre was shaken by something that had nothing to do with hurricanes or floods. It began with a sinkhole. At first, it was a minor collapse in the backyard of the Delacroix family, just a few feet wide. But within days, it expanded, widening into a dark, gaping maw that swallowed trees, a tool shed, and eventually part of their house. What caught everyone's attention, however, wasn't its size. It was a sound. Neighbors began reporting faint whispers rising from the pit at night. Some claimed they heard crying, others screaming. "I swear, I heard someone say my name," said Harold, the next-door neighbor. But when I looked inside, it was just darkness. The local authorities came, examined the area, and fenced it off. They said it was an unstable cavity caused by underground water erosion, common in Louisiana. But that didn't explain the sounds, nor did it explain why people who stood too close to the sinkhole started acting strange. Mrs. Delacroix's 10-year-old son, Eli, was the first. After staring into the pit for several minutes, he began talking to someone who wasn't there. He said her name was Miss Lucille, and that she lived underground and told him secrets. She says she misses her children, Eli whispered one evening, smiling in a way that chilled his mother to the bone. Then came the dreams. Several townsfolk began experiencing vivid nightmares of being buried alive, of clawing at dirt above their heads, of being trapped in wooden boxes underground. One man woke up screaming, his fingernails broken and bloody from digging into the walls of the bedroom. A local pastor, Father Beau, decided to bless the area. But during the prayer, he stopped mid-sentence and began sobbing uncontrollably. When asked what was wrong, he simply said, "They won't stop screaming." A team of geologists was brought in. They lowered a camera into the hole. The footage showed the expected. Layers of soil, rock, collapsed infrastructure, but then something else. A set of wooden beams. Old, rotting. A structure. Looks like a cellar, one of the researchers said. Or a coffin? The feed went dead shortly after. The footage, naturally, never made it to the public. That night, the last Delacroix family member disappeared, Eli. His mother said he went outside to talk to Miss Lucille again. She never saw him again. But neighbors reported hearing laughter echoing from the sinkhole just past midnight. Days later, another collapse happened nearby, this time in the town cemetery. Several graves were found empty, coffins missing, no signs of digging. As panic spread, the whispers grew louder. Some said the town was built over something old, something cursed. That Lucille was a midwife in the 1800s, wrongfully hanged for witchcraft. They said she was buried alive, and now she wasn't alone down there anymore. The government eventually declared the area a hazard and forced evacuations. The town was abandoned, but some say if you go near what's left of Bayou Terre, and you stand quietly near the edge of the old sinkhole, you can still hear Eli laughing. And sometimes someone whispers your name,